There comes a moment, rare, brutal, and clarifying in a person's life, if they're fortunate enough to experience it, when they scan their surroundings. They glance at their phone. They think about their friends, their family, the people they assumed would be there. And then it lands. No one is coming. No one is going to rescue you. No one is going to bankroll your dream. No one is going to drag you forward when your body is exhausted. And if you collapse, there will be no hands reaching down to pull you up. For most people, this realization is crushing. It's the doorway into despair. They feel deserted. They label themselves unlucky, cursed, victims of circumstance. They cry out internally, asking why they were chosen for this burden. Why must they carry everything alone? But for a very small minority, the anomalies, the builders, the strategists, this moment is not a collapse. It is an initiation, a rite of passage. If you're hearing this, it's because something in you already recognizes it. You carry an ambition that doesn't translate well to the people around you. You're exhausted from justifying yourself to those who are determined not to understand. You're done waiting for approval, encouragement, or a perfect team to assemble. Stop waiting. The belief that you need backing to succeed is one of the most destructive myths a fragile culture has ever sold. The great tacticians understood this. Empire builders understood this. History is never shaped by consensus. It's shaped by individuals who realized solitude was not a flaw. It was leverage. What follows is not comfort. It's a dismantling. We are going to strip away the part of you that begs for validation. We are going to suffocate the instinct that wants to stay with the herd. If the idea of stepping forward alone unsettles you, leave now. Return to the noise. It will soothe you. But if you're prepared to become someone the crowd doesn't understand and quietly fears, stay with me. Let's destroy the illusion. From your earliest years, dependence was trained into you. School rewarded group effort. Faith emphasized assembly. Society preached connection as currency. You were conditioned to believe progress only happens when others lift you upward. It's not what you know, it's who you know. You've heard it so often it feels like truth. It isn't, it's submission. The moment you depend on relationships to advance, you admit your power lies outside yourself. You surrender control of your future to people who will always act in alignment with their interests, not yours. Strategy demands the opposite. The wise ruler, as history teaches, anchors himself only to what he governs directly. Support is never free. Assistance creates obligation. Investment creates ownership. Emotional backing creates leverage that can be withdrawn at the worst possible moment. What you think is a safety net is often a trap, something that holds you in place while draining your autonomy. If you haven't broken through yet, it's not because you lacked help. It's because you're still searching for it. You've wasted focus scanning for someone to save you. You've softened your vision so others might accept it. You've waited for applause before the work was finished. That must end. You must reach what I call the zero state, the moment when you inventory your resources and find nothing external to rely on. No money, no connections, no favors owed, just you. Most people panic here. You shouldn't. This is pure freedom. With no supporters, you have no overseers. If no one carried you upward, no one can pull you down. If you build alone, you own everything. This is the logic of the outlier. We don't mourn the empty room, we use it. When you seek approval, you're trying to be liked. You want affirmation, pride from family, cheers from friends. That emotional hunger bleeds power. Neediness repels respect. People feel it before they hear it. Competence, on the other hand, commands silence. So stop chasing affection. Replace it with capability. Let doubt harden you instead of wounding you. Every unanswered message, every skeptic, every quiet dismissal. Don't interpret it as rejection. Interpret it as clearance. No belief. Perfect. No help. Even better. Nothing to share when you win. At some point, their indifference stops hurting. It starts sharpening you. Picture a lone tactician, abandoned on a battlefield. He doesn't grieve loyalty. He studies terrain. He moves unpredictably. A single figure in the shadows is harder to eliminate than a loud formation under floodlights. That's you. Isolation forces efficiency. It accelerates learning. Massive organizations crawl under their own weight. You can pivot your entire future in an hour because no one needs convincing. You don't require permission, only precision. Your solitude isn't a punishment, it's a filter. It removes liabilities. It shields you from people who would slow you down, dilute you, or betray you once success appeared. Now comes execution. When encouragement disappears, most people collapse. You won't, if you enter the ghost phase. No audience, no announcements, no explanations. Silence becomes strategy. People fail because they leak energy through their mouths. They talk about goals instead of building them. They share visions too early, collect doubt, and mistake conversation for progress. The ghost does not speak. Say nothing about your plans. Not to partners, not to family, not online. Silence creates internal pressure. Pressure creates motion. Unexpressed ambition turns into restlessness, urgency, drive. That tension is fuel. While others socialize, you immerse. You skip gatherings. You drop the mask. You let obsession do its work. The world calls obsession unhealthy. Builders know it's required. Master your craft. Outlearn everyone. Become technically lethal. When you're undeniable, support becomes irrelevant. And that's when it ironically arrives. People love winners. They avoid struggle. So work unseen. And understand this. This path hurts. You must grieve the life you imagine. The cheering section, the shared climb, the mutual growth. Let it die. That grief is real, heavy, disorienting. You will question yourself late at night. You will wonder if you're delusional. This is the wilderness phase. Every exceptional person passes through it. You've left the herd but haven't reached the summit. The temptation to return to the comfort of mediocrity is strong, but you can't unsee what you now know. So you become your own structure. You parent yourself. You discipline yourself. You correct yourself. You split into two versions, the emotional self and the commanding self. The latter pulls the former forward until weakness no longer leads. Comfort disappears. Feedback becomes immediate. Laziness costs you directly. This is not cruelty, it's refinement. You rewrite the story you tell yourself, not as a victim but as a forged weapon. Every slight becomes motivation. Every dismissal becomes energy. Sadness drains, anger mobilizes. Use it. You stop translating your vision to those who can't comprehend it. You just build. Strategic isolation means choosing solitude intentionally, cutting distractions, sitting in silence long enough to hear your own mind without interference. At first, the noise is unbearable. Old voices surface. Criticism echoes. Let it pass. Eventually, clarity replaces chaos. Dependence increases failure points. Humans are unstable variables. Any plan that requires consistent behavior from others is fragile. True ownership requires self-sufficiency. Yes, it's harder. Yes, it's slower. But the foundation is unbreakable. When obstacles appear and no one answers the phone, smile. This is the lesson imprinting itself into you. Knowledge earned alone sticks forever. You become versatile. You learn everything. You become irreplaceable. You transmute pain into productivity. Loneliness becomes output. Rejection becomes refinement. Emotion becomes momentum. This is capability. This is force. And eventually it works. Results appear. Quietly at first, then undeniably, and suddenly the same people who doubted you return. They congratulate. They rewrite history. They say we. This is the final test. You don't argue. You don't explain. You don't invite them back in. You remain civil and distant. Access is reserved for those who carried weight, not those who waited for proof. This isn't isolation, it's sovereignty. You realize the truth. You were always the asset. And now when you choose to help others, it's optional, not necessary, strategic, not desperate. You give because you can, not because you need. Most will never walk this road. It's too quiet, too uncomfortable, too demanding. But if you're still here, you already know the empty seat beside you isn't loneliness. It's a throne, and it's waiting.